Regular attendees are meeting here at the Charles Hadley Park in Liberty City. They're joined by local civic leaders at the Carrie Meek Senior Citizen and Cultural Center to honor the namesake of the building, Congresswoman Carrie Meek. Today, they are unveiling a portrait of the Congresswoman that will grace the hallways of the center. Congresswoman Meek served in the U.S. House of Representatives for Florida's 17th Congressional District from 1993 to 2003. Local civic servants heaped accolades of praise and gratitude on the Congresswoman, starting with Sam Lattimore.
I've known Congressman Meek all my life, and we said we should do something now. We want to express to her now in the building that she has some contribution to.
Reverend Richard Dunn opened the event with a word of prayer.
Dear Lord, Heavenly Father, we're grateful for this marvelous occasion. We thank you, God, for the opportunity to honor a marvelous, wonderful person that you place here.
Congresswoman Meek was born in Tallahassee, Florida on April 29, 1926. She graduated from Lincoln High School and attended Florida A&M University class of 1946. It was here that she met longtime friend and sorority sister Nancy Dawkins.
We were classmates and finished in the class of 1946. And furthermore, I didn't call her no Carrie. You know what I call her? Tot. I know her that close to call her Tot. Is that right? That's right. After we graduated, she left me and she went to Bethune-Cookman, where I had 2 years and started Delta Sigma Theta chapter.
At the time, African Americans could not attend graduate school in Florida, so she enrolled in the University of Michigan, where she received her master's in 1948. She returned to Florida and was hired as a teacher at Bethune-Cookman College. It was here that she reunited with Nancy Dawkins, where she had chartered the sorority Delta Sigma Theta, becoming a member. Meek also worked for her alma mater, Florida A&M University, before moving to Miami in 1961. In Miami, she served as a special assistant to the Miami-Dade College vice president at the time. The college was desegregated in 1963 due to a major role she played in the push for integration.
When she started working in politics, we had a chance to meet Bob Graham, Gwen Cherry, and she was so much into politics until they asked her to go into politics.
After State Representative Gwen Cherry died in a car crash in 1979, Meek ran in the special election to replace her. She was elected and served until 1982.
Well, first of all, I'd like to certainly amend some of the bills that the late Senator Cherry introduced, filed before she passed.
As a state representative, she introduced a bill criminalizing stalking. In 1982, she ran for a newly drawn state Senate seat, becoming the first African American woman elected to the Florida Senate. As a state senator, Meek served on the Education Appropriations Subcommittee and was instrumental in the construction of thousands of affordable rental housing units.
Now, she's a fearless lady, and she was the leader of everything. She has helped the community.
In 1992, Meek ran for the newly drawn U.S. House of Representatives seat in District 17. She became the first black member of Congress since Reconstruction.
And then when she went to National in Washington, D.C., this particular building here, this is really why it's named after her.
The praises continue in Liberty City for this trailblazer.
And she had such a great influence in my life and in my career. And all I wanted to really add was that she was very close to my predecessor, Janet Reno. And when Janet Reno was nominated and went before Congress in the Senate, it was this woman, Carrie Meek, who stood up and gave one of the most powerful speeches that was ever given on that floor on behalf of Janet Reno. And she always said that it was because of Carrie Meek, Congresswoman Carrie Meek, that she became the first woman, the first Floridian, to be the Attorney General of the United States.
I just want to say to the Congresswoman that she is one of my mentors. I just want to congratulate you, Congresswoman. I am doing my best to follow in your footsteps. You are the one that told me one day that I am here to serve the people.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. And good morning, Congresswoman. When you look at the leadership that she's provided to this community, and you think about the leaders that came before her, and you look around this room and you see the leaders that came after her, it is by no mistake that we are all seeing the same too. And you all, as residents in this community, have to realize the extreme power and authority that you have by giving each of us an opportunity to continue the legacy of Congresspeople like her.
The Congresswoman's son, Kendrick Meek, who succeeded her after she retired, also had a few words to say.
We really appreciate you honoring the Congresswoman. And the Congresswoman she didn't go to Congress until she was 66 years old. Wow. And left when she was 76. And continued to work in the community and even before then. But when she was in Congress, she had workshops on aging and focused on the continuance of life. And God would have it that she herself lived many years beyond the promise. So I just want to thank you not only on behalf of her, but also on behalf of our family on how we appreciate your willingness to honor her and hang a portrait on her behalf.
No, Congresswoman, thank you.